Okay, happy morning. Let us start evolution today. Okay, we already have a what is evolution. Okay, let us get into the content. So, it is an orderly change from one form to another. Orderly changes. Okay, within a few days and all, it won't happen. It will take several years. Okay, depend upon the environmental condition, factors. Okay, various kind of factors are involved in that, and gradually it will undergo evolution. Okay, in human being, mutation according to the situation, it will get some resistance. Okay, and it will evolve. That is what evolution. The evolutionary biology is the study of history of life forms on Earth. Okay, that how the organisms and all form and what are the criteria it undergone. Okay, that now we are going to discuss. In that sense, first we are going to deal about origin of life. Okay, so when you talk about origin of life, here without crossing the Big Bang theory, we cannot understand actually. Okay, the Big Bang theory is playing an important role, but uh, we cannot say it is experimentally proven. Okay, but it's a kind of imaginary, but it has a fact. Imaginary idea, but it has fact. Is all everyone has accepted, and some what is that? We have a fossil record also related to that. Okay, some proof is there, evidence is there, some evidence related to the particular theory. Something is there. First, initially it started like an imaginary idea, but later many scientists are did the research on that, and they got some evidence. Okay, now universally accepted theory is Big Bang theory. Okay, so in that it states that the universe originated from about 20 billion years ago by a singular huge explosion. That is what they mentioned. Okay, initially it might be a one the particular sphere. Okay, that has been huge explosion. After that, everything split into particles. Okay, and each now exists in the form of some planets. Okay, Earth also comes under that. Like that, they have believed. Okay, and the Earth was formed about 4.5 billion years ago. There was no atmosphere on early Earth. Yes, of course. The water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, and NH3. What is that? Ammonia. Okay, released from a molten mass covered the surface. Okay, so what happens? This is released from molten mass covered the surface. Molten mass means it's burst out, right? Okay, it is like a flame. Okay, gradually the flame has been reduced. Okay, it became a molten some mass. In that they have identified this kind of molecules. Okay, methane, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. Okay, actually the UV rays from the sun broken up the water into hydrogen and the oxygen. Okay, so water vapor and all we have discussed, right? Okay, so because of the exposure of sunlight, okay, no atmosphere, then directly it will releases the wave. Okay, that rays, wave or rays, the rays is nothing but ultraviolet. But now the ozone layer is that will filter the ultraviolet radiation. So it was somewhat what is that safe? It is not hazardous. It will not cause any harmful because of the ozone layer. It filters that. But in those period, in that particular era, atmosphere is not there. Definitely directly it will hit to the molecules. So in that case, it has been broken into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. And the oxygen combined with the ammonia, methane to form a water as well as the carbon dioxide. So chemical reaction is keep on take place in that particular era. Okay. And then later, day by day, the oxygen became O3. Okay, the ozone layer was formed. Gradually, it is happened, not within a few days or okay, or within a few years. It taken many years, several years, okay, to undergo some changes in the environment and in the world. Okay, so in such a way, ozone layer are formed. As it is cooled, the water vapor fell as a rain to form a ocean. Okay, then rain starts, and wherever you have a trenches, okay, there and all the water has to be filled. Okay, so life appeared almost 4 billion years ago. Some life in the sense what? Maybe in the form of organic and inorganic matters combination. Okay, that is what co-correlates symbolize it. Proto model of virus. The virus is not, it is also not comes under the living thing. Okay, but when it is inside the host, then only it will be living. Then upgradation of virus. Upgradation of virus is bacteria. Okay. So, what are the theories we are going to deal in this particular chapter in the sense? Theory of abiogenesis, theory of biogenesis, theory of panspermia, theory of creationism, sorry, okay, and a theory of a chemical evolution. Okay, these are all the things we are going to discuss with some example. Okay, first, theory of abiogenesis. It is nothing but a also known as spontaneous generation. Okay, abiogenesis. What is that in the sense? It states that life came out of decaying and a rotting matter like a straw and a mud. This is what the theory. Okay, what is the theory of abiogenesis in the sense? The life has been arose from non-living thing. That is what they are mentioning. Okay, that means like what they have believed in the sense, life came out of decaying and a rotting matter. Okay, decaying, that means decomposition, which is undergoing the decomposition. Rotting means, what is it? Fruits and all rotting we used to say, right? Ripening, rotting. Okay, அழுகி போறது இந்த மாதிரி. That is a kind of degradation only. Okay, so like straw and mud. Straws means what? The paddy waste. We cannot say waste. That leaves, dried leaves that they are using for a cow. Cow using. Am I right? No, it is feed on that. Am I right? No. Okay, so that and all, when it is undergoing the decay, from that the life has been originated. Like that, this theory has given. Okay, but later, the Louis Pasteur, he has come and disproved the abiogenesis theory. How? In the sense, he demonstrated that life comes only from pre-existing life. Okay, how he did in the sense, he showed that life did not come from killed yeast in a closed pre-sterilized flask, but in an open flask life has been appeared. Okay, so pasteurization is famous for a pasteurization. Sorry, Pasteur is famous for pasteurization technique actually. Okay, what is a pasteurization? Boiling of that particular milk or any of the product for 15 minutes in 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, he believed in 100 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, most of the microorganisms will die. After that, that particular technique has been utilized in the medical field for the whatever the instrument they use for a surgeries. Okay, now only we are having a disposable syringes and all. Okay, so 50 years before and all, they don't have disposable syringe. The one syringe they will utilize for a many patient, but before that they subjected to sterilization technique. Okay, in a hot water bath always they will keep 2 to 3 syringes they used to have. Okay, they will boil, always it used to boil. Okay, for 15 minutes it will boil. Okay, in 15 minutes it boil means whatever the microorganisms everything is there, that will be killed. Okay, then the same syringes they use for a patients also. Okay, now only we have a disposal. That time and all we don't have. Okay, so that time the pasteurized technique, pasteurization. Okay, pasteurized technique, pasteurization. Okay, so what he did in the sense, he took a flask, in that he added a yeast. Okay, boiled for 15 minutes, it has been dyed. He closed that particular outlet, the top. Okay, with the lid. Another one, as usually it boiled, but the lid has been remains open. Okay, the lid he didn't put. Okay, it has been remains open. After few days, he has identified some organism in a open flask, not in a closed flask. So the open flask have a life. Okay, here they identify some kind of living thing. Okay, so from that he proved, okay, the life is not arise from a decaying or dead matter. Okay, it is arise from a, what is it? Life. Life is arise from some other life. Okay, but what is the origin of life? He didn't say. Okay, but I disproved that particular abiogenesis, but he couldn't. He unable to explain what is the origin of life. Okay, so it is proposed by next theory of biogenesis. It is proposed by Francisco Redi and Splanel Zerni and Louis Pasteur. Okay, the three of the scientists state that life originated from a pre-existing life. That is what they say. Life originated from a pre-existing. Based on his experiment, he has proven that, and he has disproved abiogenesis also. Okay, life arises from pre-existing life. That they have explained, but That does not explain the origin of first life. Life arises from pre-existing life, that they have explained. But what is the origin of life? They didn't explain. Okay. So next, cosmic theory, theory of panspermia. This is one theory. It is stated that the unit of life, that means it has been, what is it, exist or in the earth in the form of spores. Okay, in the form of spores. The spores may come out, what is it, come from some other planet, like that they felt. Okay, the spores maybe belongs to some other planet, it fall from sky and it land on the earth surface, and that has been the place for a origination of the life. That is what they felt. It stated that the unit of life, spores, were transferred to the different planets, including Earth. Okay, not only to the Earth, it might be transferred in the form of spores to the different planet. That we may expect some other life. That is what now still the researchers, astronauts, and some other what is the research fellows are believe aliens are there. Okay, that is the thing. A theory of special creation, that is what we believe as per our religious belief is that, okay, Brahma, Hindus means Brahma has created a life like that. Okay, Christianity in the sense Adam, Eva, something, and Muslim in the sense they have some other theories. Okay, so in such a way, it states that living and non-living were created by some supernatural power, is nothing but God. Okay, this is what I believe, but we don't have any proof for that. Okay, only scripted. We cannot what is it, criticize that, but we have some scripted theories and all is that. Okay. So theory of chemical evolution. So it is proposed by O'Brien and Haldane. This is very important and experimentally proven also. Theory of chemical evolution. Okay, it is experimentally proven. This is what accepted. Okay. It states that the first form of life was originated from a non-living, inorganic and the organic molecule such as methane, ammonia, water, sugar, protein, nucleic acid. This is all. How? That is what we are going to read. Okay. So the abiogenesis first, but biogenesis is ever since. Biogenesis. Say, okay. How? That is what called Urey-Miller hypothesis or experiment also we can say. Okay. So the Urey-Miller experiment, what they did in the sense, you could see that particular diagram. Okay. The flask and the another side, the electrode is installed, condenser is there. Okay. And down to the condenser, you could identify the conical flask to collect the sample. Okay. This is what the setup, complete setup. Okay. So what they try to do in the sense, they want to provide a primitive environment in an artificial manner. In a primitive earth, how they, what is it, how it contains that particular environmental situation. Okay, am I right? No, such kind of environmental, the primitive environmental situation, they want to provide in an artificial manner. That is what they did. Okay, so see that. So experimentally proved a theory of chemical evolution. What they did in the sense, they created the conditions like that of primitive earth. Okay, the primitive earth like a high temperature volcanic storm. You know the volcanic storm, a hot air because of volcanic eruption. Okay, and reducing atmosphere with the methane, ammonia, hydrogen, and water. Okay, so these are all they taken for their experiment. Okay, what they did in the sense, they made an electric discharge in a closed flask containing a methane, ammonia, water, and water vapor at 800 degrees Celsius. Okay, at 800 degrees Celsius. As a result, some amino acids are formed. As a result, some amino acids are formed